Well, I haven't touched this thing in a while, and I can give you any number of reasons why. I have a job. I have a wife and kid. I have a social life. I have other hobbies. And I know deep down that none of those things really matter. Trust me, I know that I should be abandoning my family and friends and career to make video games. I know that. But the truth is, I'm lazy as fuck. I just don't have what it takes to really nut up and ignore all of my responsibilities. But for the sake of all of you out there who watched my first video, and it was a lot more than I expected, thank you for that. I'm gonna do my best to try. But we got a little too complicated with the idea, okay? It's time to simplify things a little bit. Here's the new plan. You drift. You earn money. You use that money to buy cars and hats. Hats are important. Rinse and repeat. As you can see, this makes for a circular flow of gameplay. I don't think there's a word for it yet. We're just going to call it the gameplay circle. Keeping things simple means I can achieve a realistic timeline for releasing this game because, you know, when you're a solo developer, you have to really minimize the amount of work required to get your game out. Hey, that's cool, but you know what would make this game, like, way better? Adding online multiplayer, huh? No, what? Did you just hear anything I just said? We have to keep things simple so that we can... Yeah, but we could add multiplayer, though. All right, so I'm adding online multiplayer. But first, we have some cleaning up to do. So I tossed this old piece of shit in the garbage. And I got started on new, totally original car designs that aren't inspired by real-world cars in any way. Just like how China makes cars. But unlike how China makes cars, I don't have access to a factory of impoverished workers. And I really wish I did, because after about 100 hours of work, I had 5 cars to show for it. So, fuck. Now I had some much better looking cars with a cartoony style. And is it just me, or is the Supra looking kind of... Holy shit. Now that our cars had an upgrade, it was time to focus on making a new map, and I decided to go with a high school. So I drew up a layout. I implemented it to test. It was shit. So I drew up another layout. And I implemented it to test. And it was shit. So I drew up another layout. And I implemented it to test. And it was shit. And look at that, after like 5 attempts, I had a decent flowing map. That was so fun. I hand-painted all of my own textures in Photoshop. I added my own trees and grass using methods from this awesome article by Dragos Matkovsky. Sounds like a f***ing vampire. And I made the trees breakable because I got tired of running into them. I modeled up a school building in Blender, and I painted some textures for it. I was learning so many new things about modeling, map design, terrain, texturing, shaders, and all of that was great, but I really started to get burned out. It didn't help that around this time my Unity editor just completely stopped showing me thumbnails for anything in my project, which, as you can imagine, was super fucking annoying. So I made a post over on the Unity forums, and despite many other people having the exact same issue and commenting on the thread, I never got any official response. This combination of burnout and a seemingly unsolvable bug with my Unity editor caused me to stop working on the project around this time, and I started playing games instead of making them.
Can you shoot this,
they don't have any, they haven't reinforced hatches.
where I just pinged?
Where's the electrification? Where's the thing?
I have no idea.
Dude.
But like all things in life, game dev is a cycle, and eventually it called my name once more. Who the fuck wrote this, dude? Nobody talks like that. So I started a new project, and then another, and another.
Don't mind if I do.
And if you ever want to see those projects, you better fucking subscribe to my channel right now. Where else are you gonna see someone smoking kush out of a bong in VR? All right, that's prime game dev content. You're not gonna get it anywhere else. So subscribe, hit that fucking bell, and that's all you can do, really. Thanks. Like the video. All right, back to the thing. Okay.
Oh!
And I had no goals for these projects other than to learn about making games. And boy, did I learn. And now that I was equipped with the proper knowledge, it was time to return to Drift Game. And it was about time I gave it a real name, too. Tandem time. I love the part where 3Bomb said, "It's tandem time," and then he tandemed all over everyone. Drifty little cars. We got a couple little drifty little boys, little drifty boys, some drifty cars. Get drifty. Tandem Town? Or how about just Pixar's Cars? Pretty good name. Drift with your friends. Drift with your pals. That's the one. Right there. Drift with your pals. And if that name reminds you of a certain other game about playing mini golf, well, that's just a coincidence. Right? Wait. Wasn't this video supposed to be about adding multiplayer? It's time to start, thinking about multiplayer, thinking about how to accomplish it. I've been doing a little research. You can probably see Mr. Taro Dev behind me. Taro Dev. I haven't watched enough of him to know how it's pronounced, but I think this is what I'm going to roll with. He's got this netcode for game objects video. It's fairly recent. I think that's the move. That's what, Unity wants you to be using right now, I guess. So I think that's what I'm going to use. Yeah. Let's get multiple people in here. All right. All right, here we go, and... All right, look at that. I've got 2 clients connected to each other. But this was just 2 clients connected on my local machine. If I wanted to connect 2 players over the internet, it would take a little bit of extra work. But after some trial and error...
Dude? Oh my god! Well, I probably should have moved.
Hey, yo, dog.
Are you driving? Oh my god, it fucking works! It works!
Oh, look at this. Oh, coming clean, bro. What up? 360 drift? Almost. Bro, why is my engine running like that, though? Please.
All right, Steam multiplayer. It fucking works. That's crazy. There is one thing, though. My friends are getting a little tired of having their eardrums blasted the fuck out every time they launch my game. So I think it's time to mock up a little interface for the game and add a little settings menu and give people a volume slider. That's something that you'll use. It's been 3 days since I said that. Yesterday, I spent like 14 hours straight programming and working on this menu system. 14 hours. 14 hours. I did take a break to watch Jake Paul almost get the shit beat out of him, but not quite. Now, it's Sunday night. My weekend's gone. It's just been a blur. But everything works. Let's look and see what's changed since 3 days ago when I wanted to just add a fucking volume slider. So I mocked up a design in Adobe XD and I got to work implementing it in Unity. Okay, that's not exactly what I was going for. Okay, that's closer. Ah, there we go. Now you can select your car and load into the game. And since I was going through all this trouble making menus, I guess I needed a proper logo too. You can see here I really wanted to capture the joy of drifting with my pals, but I ended up scrapping it for something a little more on brand. I also added in some features like car coloring and a controls menu, and I added in a friendly little message to let you know that the game was designed for a controller. And then I spent a few days in Netcode Hell, where I learned how to use Netcode for game objects. You see, Netcode for game objects was just released like a month ago, so information on how to use it is pretty scarce, so I had to do a lot of my own trial and error, and when you combine it with the Steamworks API, which only supports C++, and Unity only supports C#, and then you gotta make sure to have an actual wrapper ID to allow you to use the Steamworks API, so you gotta think about one entirely different on the wrapper layer, Steamworks API, wrapper layer to allow it all. Bro, shut up, you fucking loser! So once I had that all figured out, it was time to do the thing that separates the game dev boys from the game dev men. And I'm not talking about bench pressing. Looking at you, TJ. No, I'm talking about making a Steam page, baby! And if I just... Oh! Look at that. There it is. Now, I can't guarantee that it ever gets released, but that doesn't stop my ceaseless need for validation from all of you. So if you could just wishlist that motherfucking game on Steam, I could show my wife that my efforts aren't completely worthless. Alright, I'll leave you with some footage of some multiplayer mayhem with the boys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop a comment on this video if you have any ideas for the project. I read all the comments, so I'm open to that. And, yeah, that's it. Bye. All right, Sheldon spawning.
Oh.
Sheldon got
Of
two.
course.
I have to fix that. Dude is on there good.
Kinda hard to drive it. Oh, I was the one on top.
That's what she said.
You over jumped?
I jumped
Holy
over the
shit, Keith.
school.
Oh shit, who's right here?
Oh, I would recommend.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Change, let me change. I'll be the fox body. Who just flipped?
Me.
Walter clipped through me and it launched him.
Let's gotta go.
You're doing great, boys. Whoop! Dude, if you tap someone, it's game over.
Okay, hold on.
Literally just need like 3 seconds with all of us sideways. Like, oh, that's perfect.
D-clip.
Yeah, because it's like a good tandem drift, and then your boy comes in with the meme, you know? And that's what it's like. Oh my god!
Ah.
Okay, so the
Oh my God,
collisions
that launched
are
the shit out
there.
of- Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yes, I like it.
Thanks for helping me get some clips. I think I got some good ones.
I mean, I think once you had like mini games like infected and stuff like that, dude, like shit would be so much fun drinking with your friends and just having a chill time.
Yeah.
I'm still just trying to master this fucking
Whoa.
circle.